Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the San Diego Padres and the Toronto Blue Jays. Interleague baseball next. Anthony Kay, a left-hander from New York State, is the starter on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Into the box, Fernando Tatis Jr. He will lead this one off today.
The afternoon for San Diego, the shortstop, Fernando Tatis.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball.
1 o'clock.
Swings through it for strike number 2. Line towards center field. Hernandez is there, and he has it for the first out. And here's a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting San Diego Padres. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, I love watching Manny Machado do his thing. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. I love watching this guy hit in clutch situations. It's like he takes a deep breath and everything stops in front of him. He plays like the Zen man.
2-0 now. All in all, a great afternoon for baseball. 73 degrees here at first pitch. Now here's a ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here. A solo shot here to straightaway right field, and the Padres bust out in front 1-0.
Loved a homer in the top of the first inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself with an early lead.
So 1 away here with the bases empty. And standing in now, the always dangerous third baseman, Manny Machado.
Manny Machado.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike.
Hey, after that extra base hit, things could go awry. He didn't. He battled right back in his zone with a nice executed pitch.
A ball and a strike now to Machado. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. This one's down to third. Reined in. And there's out number 2.
That is 4. The first
and it'll be the cleanup spot for the Padres. Eric Hosmer. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Hit out towards second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Cal Quantrill gets the start for San Diego in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matty B, this ought to be exciting. This is one of the top young pitchers in the game right now. He keeps getting better. He keeps learning. And if he continues at this pace, this guy has a chance to be one of the more reliable pitchers in the game.
So coming to the plate, Bo Bichette. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now here's the pitch. 4-1. Slow little roller to third. Throw to first is in time for the first out. With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
You know, I'm looking for a big performance out of that guy in the 6th spot. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands. Always seems to turn in a good at-bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
Batting third.
Striding into the box, Lourdes Gurriel. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. No balls and 1 strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Grisham charging forward, and he's able to get there on the long run, and he covered a lot of ground there as the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. They trail this one 1-0. So here's Will Myers. He's assuming the role of DH in this interleague matchup.
Yeah, Matt, that's one of the funny things about National League teams playing in AL ballparks. All of a sudden, the lineup kind of changes dramatically. But the cool thing is it gives more guys a chance to get some at-bats or time in the field.
Myers awaiting the 1-0. That's wide, 2-0. Myers is certainly known in part for power at the plate, in particular in these types of matchups against a left-hander on the mound.
Yeah, because he knows that lefty can't get inside on him. What a comforting feeling you know it is as a hitter when that pitcher has nowhere to go on the inner half of the plate.
He's got it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Toronto Blue Jays today. And when you talk about third base, you talk about a step and a dive. But you better have something to go with it when you get to your knees. And that's what this guy has, an absolute howitzer.
Jurickson Profar comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Hernandez is there, 2 gone. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, it'll be the outfielder, Tommy Pham. First pitch is a curveball that's inside, 1-0.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
Now it's 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Yeah, he's all over the place right now. No doubt he's clearly fighting his mechanics.
And that misses as well. Ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk here. Digging in now for San Diego, Austin Hedges, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the stretch.
A good fastball above the belt is normally a pitch that batters love to take a rip at, but that one froze it.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. Not in time. He's in there at second. Hit in the air to right field. And the stolen base winds up as a moot point as the inning is over. Padres leave 1, and after an inning and a half, it's 1-0. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. Grounded back up the middle. Throw on to first, in time, 1 away.
All right, guys, let's take a look at how the Pods line up on B. And let's take a look at multi-dimensional Jurickson Profar. This guy at one point was the #1 prospect in all of baseball. Hasn't come to fruition the way we would have liked, but he is constantly grinding, the ability to play multiple positions and hit from both sides of the plate.
Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2. And if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
First pitch on its way. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. The windup and the 0-1. Quantrill, a Canadian native. This is his first year at the big league level. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Blue Jays go down in order. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Next to the plate for the Padres, Trent Grisham, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. One and two now as that's in there at the knees.
Hey, I couldn't tell from up here if the hitter was taking all the way or sitting fastball and just got knee buckled. Either way, that was a really good curveball right there. Move on to the next pitch, but have that in the back of your mind.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Trent Grisham is retired to start the third. Hard on the ground towards short. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a one-out base runner.
Obvious pitch recognition right there. 0-0 changeups usually get guys out in front, but he was able to stay back, recognize it, and drive it for a base hit.
Stepping in now, Josh Naylor. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And Jansen's got his man at second.
Wow, that's a big-time throw right there, and it's a tall task to throw him out stealing the bag, but he got rid of it quickly, and it was a good job down there applying the quick tag. They'll have to feel good about that one.
Hernandez will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Padres go down quietly. They lead it 1-0. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Fouled off. And he misses there. 1 and 2. Here's one for Profar at second. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Standing in, Travis Shaw. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Oh, and he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Nice two-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
Up next is Danny Jansen. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. Pham will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. They still trail 1-0. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Manny Machado. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
That's not an at-bat he or his hitting coach are going to be happy with at all. It's bad enough to go down on 3 pitches, but none of them were even in the strike zone. That's a bad look.
Eric Hosmer to the plate now. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. A ball and a strike to the Padres' first baseman.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. And another foul ball. Now another 1-2. Oh, and he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now.
Certainly not showing any signs of intimidation with these middle-of-the-order guys. That's back-to-back Ks, and the 3 and 4 guys are harmlessly back in the dugout.
Here's Will Myers. And he fouls this one off. Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. A solo shot here off the bat of Will Myers as the Padres have taken a 2-0 lead.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number one, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Jurickson Profar digs in next. A ball and no strikes. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he takes a called strike one.
1-1.
2 runs, 3 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Padres. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Waiting on it is Hernandez. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. The Padres get 1 in the inning, and it comes on the solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 2-0 San Diego. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Bo Bichette back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Blue Jays shortstop with a 1-2 count. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
Standing in now, Kevin Biggio. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1. 1-2 now.
The count is 1-2.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him at 96. It's a ball and a strike. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And Hosmer will just look this one in, and the inning is over. Can't start any better than this. He's set down the first 12. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Padres 2, the Jays nothing. Now at the plate, Tommy Pham. He drew a base on balls his first time up.
Tommy Pham.
Lifted into center field. Waiting on it is Hernandez. He's got it 1 away. So stepping in, Austin Hedges. He flew out in his last at-bat. Hit down the third baseline. Scooped up. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Now batting, Trent Grisham. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1. Pretty much an obligatory take that time.
Yeah, when the first 2 guys in the inning make first pitch outs, you really don't have much choice.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And now a pitch on the way. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2 on that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Hernandez is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They're up 2-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Ready with another 0-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
You can't go after that pitch with less than 2 strikes on you. There's no way you're going to do any damage with a ball executed down and away in the zone.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
You hear that phrase, climb the ladder, all the time? That's pretty much what he did right there. When you change the hitter's eye level with each pitch in that at-bat, it becomes very hard for him to adjust and put the bat on the ball. He made that strikeout look real easy.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're...
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Blue Jays go down in order. They're still down. It's 2-0. Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Hey, guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. Josh Naylor will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Now you could just see this guy out on the mound right here. Just the body language. He knows he's on top of his game, executing a nasty slider down the way right there, giving this offense no chance.
Only play will be to the pitcher covering, and the runner will advance to third now. And in steps Manny Machado. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
And he can't allow this.
And it looks as though they're going to set up the double play. There's the free pass signal, so there'll be runners at the corners with 1 gone.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
So we've got runners at the corners here, 1 away, and standing in, here's the first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
Wow, the Padres have been scuffling so far. They need to get a big hit, and it's about time somebody comes through right about now.
Pitch misses low. The throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. sent in the air out to straightaway center.
Waiting on it is Hernandez.
Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. So now the Jays manager will make his way out toward the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. He'll depart after 5 2/3, as it'll be up to the bullpen to keep his guys in the ballgame. Sam Gaviglio, a 6'2" right-hander, jogs in to take over on the mound.
Number 43, Sam Gaviglio.
Will Myers will be his first assignment upon entering, as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away.
Boy, this guy right here in that last AB, how about straightaway center field? He hits a bomb, and as a pitcher, you're trying to pitch to the big part of the ballpark, but a guy like this, if he has pop to hit it out to center field, I might have to think pitching this guy down and away down on the corner.
2 balls and no strikes to the Padres DH.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
2-0 count, and the pitch. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
The 3-0. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. This is skied out toward right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Friars forced to settle for just the 1. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the home half. It's the Padres 3, the Jays nothing. Teoscar Hernandez digging in now. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
And he falls behind 0-2. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 0-2 to Travis Shaw.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Got to find a way to grind.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Another 0-2 home. Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here, with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And it's fouled away. Oh, and he hung the slider here, and it's a towering drive out to deep left field. This ball is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to left, and the Blue Jays are on the board. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
Hey, that wasn't a particularly good pitch right here. This guy doesn't get away with very many mistakes. He's going to have to do a better job pitching out of the middle part of the plate.
Into the box, Bo Bichette, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Popped up, Hosmer in foul ground, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball one.
Classic strikeout pitch right there on 0-2.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we've got it for you on the show. Here's Jurickson Profar. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the seventh.
Jurickson Profar.
Now that's popped up. Therefore, it is Guerrero, and that's the first out.
Now back, left fielder.
Digging in, Tommy Pham. Lifetime versus this pitcher, batting at an even 400. Now, he had to be looking for something else to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Ooh, that was an ugly swing. I'm sure he's not going to watch that one on replay after the game.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2. Two outs now in the San Diego seventh, and Austin Hedges will be the next to hit. A bouncer up the middle. Bichette gathers it in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the seventh. Get up and stretch. The Padres on top, 3-1. Last half of the seventh here, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Kevin Biggio. And they start him out away with a cold strike. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Grisham is under it to make the catch for out number 1. So one away now in the Toronto seventh, and that brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr. On, he pops it up. Tatis into shallow left. He gets there, and that's the second out. Now in the box, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. No balls and a strike to count. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Ready to begin the 8th, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Trent Grisham. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And into center field, a base hit. So early trouble here to start the 8th inning.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to...
Oh, and the throw's wide as it gets by him at second. 8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Shaw is under it, and he's got it for the first out. Digging in, Josh Naylor. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. No balls and 1 strike. 1 out and a runner on second base. This is driven to right, and no doubt about it, that one's way out of here. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, his second of the game, as they stretch the lead to 5-1. Here's Manny Machado now.
Number 13.
Back up. Oh, no, that got him. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. 0 for 2 with a run batted in for him thus far.
Yeah, and this is the guy for me. I think this is the guy in the clubhouse that the guys truly gravitate towards. The total package of Eric Hosmer's game is really special.
And Jansen's got his man at second. Goodness. 0-2 now. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. The Padres get a couple of runs in the inning on the 2-run home run. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Padres 5 and the Blue Jays 1. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll bring up Rowdy Tellez.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Yanked high and deep down the line in right, and it's a foul ball. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame.
The great equalizer, the changeup. That was a really good job of getting him to offer that one out of the zone, and it was all set up by the fact that he got ahead in the count and forced the hitter to have to protect. That's the name of the game.
And it's quickly 0-2. On its way is pitch number 75. Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. Here's one for Profar at second. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single. So now to the plate to Oscar Hernandez. And he puts it on the ground to second. And that's through, a base hit.
I'll tell you what, D-Roll, this guy's been on point. After that knock, that's only their second knock of the game, and it's getting late into this one.
Yeah, it's frustrating. You can see it from the manager to the hitting coach to everyone in this lineup. They are really upset with the way they've swung the bats. Maybe this is the start of something late.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike one. Snap throw from the catcher. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Well, the Blue Jays have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. They're hoping they get it right now. This would sure be a good time.
Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Next to bat for Toronto, Danny Jansen. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller. And he struck him out. So a masterful job of being thrown into the fire and getting the big strikeout to end the inning. Blue Jays leave a pair. They're down here 5-1. All set to start the 9th in this one. And next, the dangerous power threat, Will Myers. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th. Digging in to try it again, Jurickson Profar. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Runs up and gets this one down. Throw too late to get Profar. He's aboard on a bunt single.
Up next for the Padres, the left fielder, Tommy Pham.
At the plate, Tommy Pham. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And he won't take any chances on that one as this is scooped away in foul territory for the first strike. Now a bunt attempt here. Profar leads off first with one away. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are two gone. Coming to the plate now, Austin Hedges. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pitch outside. The throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look at the throw down that results in a third out on the bases. Don't touch that dial, or the remote for that matter. More on the show right after this. All set for the bottom of the ninth. And coming forward now is the shortstop, Bo Bichette. Javi Guerra, the 5'11" right-handed reliever, enters to take over on the mound now. From the stretch, here's the pitch. The 0-1 on its way. Now this is on the ground for Hosmer over there at first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Now at the plate, Kevin Biggio. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now. He's set and the pitch. Lourdes Gurriel is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. And now a pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
Swung underneath that pitch, so he was either trying to elevate the ball or he was expecting a pitch to be a sinker and drop more than it did.
Final strike for the Blue Jays. And a swing and a miss as they definitely had him reaching for that one, and this ball game is over.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
5-1 the final total in today's game. The San Diego Padres jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Cal Quantrill takes home the win. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ballgame. For the victorious San Diego Padres, 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. For the Blue Jays, 1 run on 3 hits, no errors. They left 2 men on base. Time of the ballgame, 2 hours and 46 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.